I'm a school teacher, former school teacher. I taught school for a long time, some of it was in District
Thank you
6.
for what you do.
So I got to see a lot of things. I'm not from District 6. I live in District 4. But I want to know what you're going to plan for children. How you're going to keep them safe. There were lots of times when I had battles with parents because their kids couldn't even focus in school because their home life was so hard. What are you going to do? Realistically, not some pie in the sky plan. What is your plan realistically to help these kids in drug-infested homes? There's all manner of things happening in their homes.
It's an excellent question. Again, all my answers are referring to communication, conversation. I've had experience working in Knox County schools for the last 2 years with our violence interruption program. We went in, we worked closely with community schools through United Way to get into our schools to be able to mediate a lot of the confliction that happens, a lot of the violence that happens in the household of the student. A lot of that stuff tends to spill out into the streets, so you have an issue that starts off in school. Our teachers are overextended. Teachers work hard. It's challenging for them to teach while they're also working on, issues that go on behind the scenes. And so for me, it would be that continued communication. Right now, I'm sitting on a committee with United Way to create a system that somewhat can notify school administrators when law enforcement has responded to the home. I think that's somewhat of a good dialogue to have for teachers to know that that student has experienced some type of tragedy or something at home. I think it's important for teachers to have that information up front. And so it's the continued conversation. Also having conversation with our school board representatives. We do have a school board representative. I know John Butler well, for District 1, coordinate with him, having conversations with our District 6 schools. I think that's how we can help prevent some of those issues that our administrators are having. So.
Yeah, as a former guardian ad litem representing abused children, and I represented the Joseph Simonette case, which was the first national case of 2 siblings that shot the other sibling. If you see something, say something. That's our problem today. These things are being hidden because they're not being exposed. If you see something, say something. If you see something, do something about it. That's important. Great question.
Thank you.
Can I address that?
What?
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, thank you. I taught school at Vine Middle School. I taught 6th grade English. And the problem that you were bringing up is bigger than city council. It's bigger than, this is huge. But the other thing that I want to say in terms of our community, this is scary. I kind of agree with you on something. Okay, I'm just kidding. I did a Stop the Violence campaign, and in that Stop the Violence campaign, I went to every housing development, and we listened to the people. And one of the things that I learned from that, and the issues that we have, is to stop the violence, we need to stop accepting the violence. It's a gentleman's a business guy in our community, 2 blocks down from his business. Some guys were burning rubber and doing circles and causing some chaos. You know how many complaints that the police department got on those guys? 0. So in order to stop the violence, we don't need to accept the violence. There's a lot of things to fix. And the homeless situation, I was on the board at the Helen Ross McNabb Center, and there are a lot of people that are homeless that have mental issues. It's just a whole lot to be done. And it's not gonna be done overnight, but you gotta have the heart for it, the concern for it, and the work for it. Thank you.
Well, I believe that to answer your question, I believe that you build relationships with the people, with the kids, and you go in there and see what you can do for as helping the parent. Because a lot of times, the parent's doing the best that they can, and again, that they just need a little help. And so therefore, it's easy for us to say that we should do this and should do that. and we can do this, and we can do that. But let me say this to you. But when you got someone in the house that's struggling, and then this young man maybe want to do the right thing. He want to go to school, do the right thing, but he got a friend over here that's out here in the streets hustling and making money. He got on nice clothes, nice shoes. But this young man, who she talking about, is struggling. And so you got a lot of organizations that's trying to keep this young man from going astray. But what happens is this: a lot of these organizations don't have the funding, so the kids get, so when the organizations can't do the work that they should be able to do, now the kids get left out, and so therefore, people that can make a difference and things like that. When you have folks that's in office or in position that can help these families, help these young men or girls, really don't. And see, that's the thing is this. And that's why we gotta have people, that's gonna be real with us. Not sell you something, say something, and try to get your vote. But people that's out there and not afraid to address issues like what she just said.